Start para. This appeal takes exception to the judgment and decree passed by the First Appellate Court in regular civil suit number 121/2018, whereby the plaintiff number 1 is declared as legally wedded wife of deceased Lakshman Khandare, full stop. Further, it is held that as a legally wedded wife and her son being only heirs of Lakshman, are entitled for family pension of deceased, full stop. The First Appellate Court has set aside the order dated 11/2/2010 passed by trial court granting family pension to defendant number 3 for defendant numbers 1 and 2, full stop. Para. Record indicates that there is dispute between plaintiff and defendant number 3 herein as to who is legally wedded wife of deceased Lakshman, full stop. Regular civil suit number 143/2015 came to be filed by respondent numbers 1 and 2 for declaration that they are legally wedded wives of Lakshman, full stop. Injunction was sought against defendant number 1 and 2 from deposing the family pension of defendant number 3, full stop. Para. After completion of pleadings and on framing of issues, parties laid evidence, full stop. Plaintiff number 1 examined herself and laid evidence of witnesses, full stop, whereas defendants did not enter the witness box, full stop. However, documentary evidence was relied upon, full stop. Learned trial court dismissed the suit with observations that the plaintiff number 1 has failed to prove her marriage with Lakshman, full stop. The trial court has also taken into consideration the nomination of the family in the record of the employee indicating defendant number 3 to be wife of Lakshman, full stop. Plaintiff being aggrieved by the said judgment preferred RCA number 121/2018, full stop. The First Appellate Court accepted the case of plaintiff number 1 and declared her to be legally wedded wife of Lakshman, and she is held to be entitled for the family pension, full stop. Defendant number 3 being aggrieved by the said judgment and decree has preferred this appeal, full stop. Para. This being appeal under section 100 of the Code of Civil Procedure, unless substantial question of law is involved herein, this court would not get any jurisdiction to entertain the appeal and pass any order therein, full stop. Keeping in mind the said position of law, the contentions sought to be raised by the rival parties are considered, full stop. Para. Learned counsel for appellant / defendant number 3 submits that the First Appellate Court has committed error in reversing the findings recorded by the trial court with regard to the fact that plaintiff number 1 has failed to prove the marriage with Lakshman, full stop. It is his submission that on the basis of documentary evidence on record, it ought to have been held that defendant number 3 is the wife of Lakshman, full stop. He makes further grievance that the rights of the children from the said wedlock between Lakshman and defendant number 3 is likely to be affected if the judgment and decree is not set aside, full stop. In addition to these submissions, he contends that defendant be given an opportunity of leading evidence before the trial court and civil application is filed to that effect, full stop. To support his submission, he placed reliance on the judgment of Supreme Court in the case of Rameshwari Devi versus State of Bihar and others (2000) 2 SCC 431, full stop. As far as said judgment is concerned, once even defendant number 3 fails to enter the witness box, her contention of marriage cannot be accepted. Stop.